As EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. Mike 5-4. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Snap.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line. Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Deuce. Check it.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Look at him. He's coming. Check him. Man out.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Panthers, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 38. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
To throw again on second down. Newton, right's got it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing is Newton. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
He was brought down by James Bradbury. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jaguars 14, Panthers nothing.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Fournette running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Great.
From the gun on 3rd down. Newton. He completes it to Bryant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Ready? Mike 3. Yeah. You don't want none.
Now Newton on 1st down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This pass complete. Newton finding right.
You got it.
Out of bounds at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
I'm coming for you, son.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the red zone now, Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
First down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a third and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
I'm letting you know right now, you better quit.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And it's caught. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Fourth down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Try to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big third down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But it's also something to challenge.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fournette running out of the gun, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
On the set.
Right there. 54 miles.
Come on. You better bring it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Minshew finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The kick by Lambeau is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Now a run with McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great.
Combo. I got one.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Newton now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Complete to Wright. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, it's Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. But Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and
60 on.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. Leonard Fournette with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Right here, right here.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The set, 780. Gun.
On first down, it's Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Newton. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Gun.
Here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Christian McCaffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards.
First down, Jaguars.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Oh, able to avoid him. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake, for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball an additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
First down, Jacksonville.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fournette. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This is Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll toss it to Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 78 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A nice run on 1st down gets him 6 yards to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Ready? 10-2, sir.
Check. We got it. Check 4.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette.
Go.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jags, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.